Welcome to Google University, Google for Beginners, presented by Nerd Enterprises Incorporated. Knowledge is power. Make an impact by learning more. Call me right now at 866-945-8070 for information about consulting and private trainings. We record the live session with you so you can review it as often as you like afterwards. For those of you who still believe in Google,
the people that don't believe in Google,
or may have not had exposure to Google yet, but are at least inclined to want to believe in Google, this video will get you started on how to do just that, how to believe in Google and how to start actually using it. So let's say this is your first time going to Google or using Google. Let's say the first you ever heard of Google. You're going to go to www.google.com. Now, Google is known as a search engine. It's also known as really an online educational tool, right? If you want information, Google is the place most people go to find it. So let's say you don't have an account yet. What you'll see actually before you even sign in or sign up for an account is you've already got some choices here in terms of you, and we're going to get into what all this means actually. But search, you can do an image search, you can go to Google Maps. Play has to do with games you can play online. YouTube, which of course is YouTube. It's owned by Google, and it's where you put your videos. It's where you're probably watching this video. News, Gmail. If you don't have one, you can set up a Gmail account, which you're going to need to do really if you want to use the Google universe. Documents, of course the calendar, and then they have more, and then they have even more. So there's a lot of stuff to get exposed to once you're in the Google universe. That's kind of why I call this sort of half-jokingly, Google University. So what you're going to want to do is come over here to the top right and click on Sign In. And what will happen is if you don't have an account, then that button over here, once you're in the Sign In screen, becomes Sign Up. So first you have to go to Sign In. It's not the most intuitive for Google. You would think right on the home page they'd have a Sign Up or a Sign In, but either way, that's how you get there. Then you'll choose Sign Up, and what you'll have to do is you'll have to fill out a little form here, right? You'll have to confirm that you're a live human, and you'll have to agree to their terms of service and privacy policy. And it says Google may use your account information to personalize +1s on content and add non-Google websites. So you can read about the personalization. Go to the next step. Once you have filled out this form, you will be able to actually start playing around in much better or greater detail in the Google universe, and that's what I'm going to just give you a quick tour about so you can get a sense of what you can do once you're in Google. Once you're signed into your Google account, you'll be able to see what I'm seeing here, which really isn't a whole lot different from what you saw before, except that now instead of you, it has my name because I'm logged in, so it knows who I am over here, and that has to do with Google Plus, I think I mentioned before. Over here at the top right, it has Google Plus information plus my account information right here. So once you're logged into the Google universe, you kind of know that you're there because of the fact that this information appears here. Of course, you can, right now I'm on the search page, you can do an image search, which searches for images only. You've got Google Maps, which is a great place to go to get directions. In fact, what's cool about Google is that they build their search into everything. So, for example, if I know I'm going to be picking up my uncle at Union Station in Los Angeles, I start typing it. It remembers what I've searched for recently. And boom, I can click Get Directions. I put in the address where I'm coming from, and in less than 10 seconds it gets my directions. I come over here, I can print them, and then usually what I'll do is I'll print this to a PDF using the cute PDF writer, drop that onto a note in Evernote, and then that of course will sync up to my phone so that once I get in my car I have everything I need. Of course by then I'll get into my car and probably punch the directions into my navigation, but I like having the kind of backup just in case my navigation fails or something goes wrong. So that's Google Maps. Play comes in and you have all kinds of applications. You've got music, books, movies, Android apps, devices. This is a whole world, and this is a fairly newer feature. That's good. I speaks good English. So this is a newer feature of Google where they have this. But you know, if you want to play, if you want to have fun, you know, this is really entertainment. It's your entertainment center within Google. YouTube is your other entertainment center within Google. It's also, and you may have heard me say this more than once in more than one video, that it's the second search engine behind Google itself, YouTube. is where people are going to go to search for information because they'd much rather get videos to watch than have to read. News, I can go to Google News and find out what's going on in the world, right? This gives me kind of headlines here. Gmail, I'm not going to click on. That takes you into your email. Since I actually use Gmail for my nerdenterprises.com email, can't really show you that. Google Drive, this is where I want to spend a couple minutes, if anything, especially on an introductory sort of Google video, because this is where I would want you to start spending most of your time. Why? Because if you're in my world online, then there's a very good chance at some point or another I'm going to share a document with you, and you'll get a notification that's in your email that says I've shared a document with you. And in order to access that document, you're going to need to create an account here in Google, like I've shown you how to do today, and then you'll be able to click to access that document. You may even have to request that I let you share it with a different email address, in case the one I sent the invitation to is not the one that you've got associated with your Gmail or Google account. So within this, you can create all kinds of documents. And where can I show you something that I can show you without sort of breaching anybody's confidentiality? Let's take a look. First of all, if I drop this down, I've got all kinds of folders that I've created. I can go to Shared With Me, and these are documents that people have shared with me. The ones that light up in bold are ones that have been edited more recently than the last time I was in them. So it kind of lets me know that these are ones I want to kind of get in and check out. Accountants, bookkeepers, and business owners, some of you already know, hopefully, that this is kind of our accounting group on Facebook and on Google+. We have the Hangout every Friday morning at 8 a.m. on Google+. And so this has some documents in it that we've played around with and created. This, for example, is a contact list I use the Google spreadsheet to create, and I invite people who are in the group to come in and include their information. This looks like something else we did just as a sample client interview. That's what I can show you. I recently created here, I'll go to my sort of parent clients folder. I created this form. This is Seth David's AKA Nerds contact address form. I sent this out to some clients just this weekend to invite them to update their contact information. I sent it to some clients I hadn't heard from in a while and said, please fill this out, update your contact information. This is the form they fill out. The results come in here into really a spreadsheet with just this added extra feature around the form itself. And it makes it very easy to gather information from people when you need it, and having it come in, having the results come in the spreadsheet format makes it really easy to then take this information. I can update QuickBooks with it or anything I want very easily. So that's your Google Drive. That's used to be Google Docs, now it's Google Drive. And there's apps you can download and install on your computer so you can sync up just like Dropbox with your Google Drive account. I haven't done that yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to. But it's there for those who want it. Calendar, again, I'm not going to click on it because I've got sort of private nerd appointments in there. But I will do a video where I just show a blank calendar coming up, so I can walk you through exactly how to use that, how to set up appointments, how to invite people, and so on and so forth. Then we've got the More menu. Within here, you've got a whole series of other applications that I encourage you to play around with on your own. I will cover some of these in future videos, not necessarily all of them. And then you have even more, which if you click on it, takes you into a whole page filled with Google apps, Google applications broken down by category. We have web, mobile, media, geo, home and office, social, specialized search. So what I encourage you to do is do what I do with this kind of stuff. Set aside some time on your schedule, go into your calendar, and set aside some time just to block out, just to play with this kind of stuff. That's what I would do. That's what I encourage you to do. And then, as always, if you have questions, comments, concerns, post them down below, whether it's on the video itself or in my blog if that's where you're taking a look at this. As always, I look forward to seeing you on the web, and I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day.